You've been trying to make something out of yourself, but it's not working, and you've been doing it for months. You've been doing everything that everyone's telling you, but you don't understand why it's not working. And the biggest problem is you're trapped in an environment that's building a version of you that you're going to absolutely hate in 10 years. And on the surface level, you can't really see it much, but once you start to look at the patterns of how your environment and the people around you are pushing you down, then you'll start to understand that it always was your environment. And the reason I'm telling you this because when I first moved to Canada alone at 17 years old, I got stuck into the wrong friend group. And before I moved to Canada, I had so many ambitions. I was starting to run a business. I was going to the gym consistently. I had so much going for myself. And I hung around with the wrong crowd. And for basically 6 to 8 months straight, I did nothing with my life. I went so down that I didn't even recognize myself anymore. I had gained so much weight. My business was basically dead. My grades were crashing. Everything in my life was falling apart. And it was all because of my environment. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the 3 types of environments that are ruining your progress for the future and building a version of yourself that's making you hate everything about yourself. And no matter how much willpower you have, you can't resist it until you throw it all away. And the third point is the most important one, so stay tuned for that one. You've probably heard exactly what I'm about to say right now. You are the sum of the 5 people you are around most. And what exactly does that mean? That means that if you're around 5 people that smoke, you will be the 6th. If you're around 4 people that own businesses, you will be the 5th. And so as you can see, this pattern also follows everything else. If you, per se, wanted to go to the gym, you'd preferably surround yourself with people that go to the gym because that's what's normal. You want to think that exceptional is normal because there are people around you doing it anyway. So it doesn't seem like such a big task to go and do it because everyone you're around is already doing those things that you eventually want to do and have been trying to start doing. Instead of being around people that have been pushing you down, have been keeping you away from who you're meant to be and what exactly you want to do. And this is very directly proven with science. No matter how strong your goals are, no matter how exactly you know where you want to be, your environment will very, very heavily influence that. Whether that's the room you sleep in, the friends you talk to most, your parents, your family, all those things are very, very important things that will end up influencing who you become as a person. And that will either be someone that you are proud of in 10 years or someone that you hate in 10 years. The decision is yours. And the reason you can't rely on just specifically willpower to push through your environment and actually keep you towards your goals is because willpower is limited. What you want to do is use as little willpower as possible. And how you do that is make everything that you want to do easy and everything that you don't want to do hard. So if you want to stay away from smoking, instead of just quitting, don't see anyone who smokes for a week, 2, 3 weeks. Throw out every piece of cigarette you have, throw out every lighter you have, throw out every single trace that you have of nicotine. That's for an example. And if you want to start working and going into deep focus blocks more, then clean up your desk, put your laptop in. So when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you see is your computer waiting for you at your desk so you can start getting to work. Now, I've broken your environment down into 3 layers. I'm going to start with the first one, which is your physical environment. Your physical environment is the things you're around on a daily basis. So, for example, your desk, the place where you work. If it's not clean at all times, you're making it so much harder for you to work. So what you want to do is clean up your desk. Keep it as empty as possible. Keep as little things as your desk as possible. So it's extremely easy for you to get to work and you seem excited. You sit down, you're like, wow, I'm excited to work. I have nothing to do here but sit on my computer and do whatever you want to do. It makes it so much better, I promise you. Now, second thing, which you've probably heard me talk about in all of my videos before, which is keep your phone out of reach as much as possible. And especially right before you sleep and right as soon as you wake up, because those are the times that is most important for you. And set your dopamine, set your rhythm for the entire day and how you sleep. Now, layer number 2, which is your social environment, which we spoke about a lot during this video. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to audit the 5 people you're around most. The person you dream of becoming one day, does that person hang around with those type of people? Does he concern himself with this type of people? Does he do the things that those people do? If your answer is no, then you need to cut them off immediately or even just distance from them, stay away from them, right? But if it's yes, if your answer is yes, those people represent what future me would respect and want to become, then stick as close as you can to those people. And also, just to kind of bring this point up, I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, you need to cut off your day ones, but you really don't, right? I have a very, very close friend of mine that doesn't run any businesses. He doesn't really have anything that's too crazy. He's just basically a normal human being. And I don't need to cut him off. Just because he's not doing what I'm doing, I don't necessarily need to cut him off, right? Because he's been with me since day one. He's supported me towards my goals. He's never pushed me down. If I said, hey, I want to start a business, he's like, go, you got it. I know that if anyone does it, it's you. So that's also the type of person you want to surround yourself around, but you want to try to surround yourself with people that are where you want to be and are doing the things that you want to do. And lastly, what you can do is try to find one person that's where you want to be and model them or follow in their footsteps, right? That could be a person that you know physically, that's in person, or even a person online. Try to see what they're doing, analyze what they're doing, and just try to perform those actions. Now we're gonna move on to layer number 3, which is the most important part of this video, your digital environment. I've never heard anyone talk about this before, but the things you consume, like the videos you watch, the type of people you follow, all directly reflect the person you are and the person you want to become. Because if you're constantly watching things that don't align with you and don't align with your future goals, then you're gonna start getting urges to do those things. Like if you're watching people constantly clubbing, constantly drinking, constantly smoking, it's going to look a little more normal to you, look a little more acceptable to you when it's not, right? So what you want to do is follow people and that actually are doing what you want to do, that are 2 to 3 steps ahead of you, that will actually get you to where you want to be. And try to unfollow as many people as you can that don't align with you or their information isn't directly benefiting what you want to become in the future. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to have fun, it's okay to have a laugh, it's very good to have a laugh, but try to stay focused and aligned towards your goals. And look, you don't need to move countries, you don't need to move continents, you don't need to go through everything I went through to live your dream life. But what you have to do is change something about your environment. And most people are gonna skip and scroll and won't even do anything after this video. But I know you, and you will do something after this video. You're going to either clean up your desk, you're going to either distance yourself from these friends and try to stay away from them this week. I know that you're going to do that, and you are the type of person that will become the person you've always dreamt of. You will achieve everything you've ever wanted, and this is the first step you're going to take. The reason people win is because they take action instantly. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Tawfiq Fares. I'm 19 years old and I'm building in public. If you like those types of videos, subscribe and watch the next one. I wish you guys the best, and as usual, this channel is about building a life you actually respect. So as I always say, go and build it.